Hello everyone, I'm Swervin, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make money on the settlers using the mission terminal. It's very easy. We'll press K to open up our nano crafter and type in mission terminal. Alright, so here are the parts we need. Just showing you this is just tier 1 stuff, easy to craft. Okay, we're all finished up crafting. Now we're going to add the mission terminal to our queue. Again, we can do this right inside of our nano crafter. It does take a few minutes depending on your crafting speed. Okay, we're all finished up with the mission terminal. So there's a couple of different ways you can place this. I've got this one placed here at my base, but you could also mount these onto a ship. So I do recommend having one on your ship and at your base. Alright, so let's open it up. And let's take a look at industry. So this is where you can produce a certain amount of elements and then get a reward for doing so. So what I want to do is let's try to make 82 wing XS and see how that works, since that's something we can make in our nano crafter. So to accept the mission, you just simply click accept, and you'll be able to see the details of any mission you've accepted, and we'll talk about the others later. But in active missions, let me get started making 82 wing XS. 27 minutes. We are all finished making our extra small wings, so I'm gonna go ahead and click deliver, and there you go. If you want to confirm, right here is the 25,000 that I just received for doing the mission. Alright, now let's take a look at tasks. So this is where you can take tier 1 ore to the quarry. Now the quarry is a specific place on the map, on Alioth. If you go to your map, go to points of interest, you'll see right here the Alioth West Quarry. Now you'll see one of the strategies here is to have a tile close to the quarry so you can go and calibrate your mining units, and it's a short flight to drop it off, because the quarry mission you can complete daily for up to 2 million quanta, and this is the strategy for a lot of players to gain money pretty quickly. 2 million a day is a pretty good take. You can make more with hauling, and we'll talk more about that later, but if you're just getting started especially, it might be worthwhile to spend a territory unit down at the quarry to get yourself a tile. And again, you can calibrate over and over. There's no limitations on how many times you can calibrate one machine. So you put 4 machines down on one tile for each tier 1 ore, bauxite, coal, hematite, quartz, and just calibrate until you have 50,000. And if you are brand new or you haven't run this mission, if you're on Haven, you have a one-time turn-in of 50,000 of each ore for 500,000 as well. So if you're just getting started on Haven, you can go to any market and turn these in and get your money that way. So you don't need to accept the tasks. You just have to get within 2 kilometers of the quarry and you can deliver. So I'm going to grab 50,000 of each tier 1 and take it down to the quarry. Alright, so I've rounded up 50,000 kiloliters each. I'm going to make my way down. Okay, so we're on our way to the quarry, and you see this big purple force field. I've heard if you get inside of that thing, it will blow your ship up. So the trick will be to get within 2 kilometers, and then we will activate our mission terminal that we have on our ship, and we will deliver all 4 of our ores. And this is why it's a great thing, and almost in the standard, or it's an expectation rather, to have a mission terminal on your ship if you're going to be effective and efficient. Alright, we're in 2 kilometers. I'm going to give the ship a little power so I do not drop down into that force field. Activate the mission terminal, and hopefully deliver all of these daily, or quantities. And there you go, just like that, I've made 2 million quanta. So let's talk about hauling. Now this is very similar to the hauling mission system in the MMO. However, now there are many more missions you can take, wide ranging. There's several missions around Alioth or wherever you are. There's smaller run missions for lesser quanta all over the Helios. So it's not just Alioth where you can run the small aileron parts mission, if you remember, running that over and over. Now there's a multitude of these smaller missions, and all the way up to the large missions that you used to run back in the day. You can see here's a mission for a pickup at Jago, dropping at Ion. It's going to give you a reward of almost 13 million, and there's a speed bonus if you get there within 5 hours. Here's your volume, 1600 kiloliters, so you'll need a decent size ship. And the size ships, the volume you need can go up to 3200. But if you remember from the MMO, the large packages for 400 kiloliters. So if you have a ship design that could carry a couple of large packages, it will serve you well to run missions. And if you want to maximize your quanta, go ahead and have a ship that could take in up to 3200, and then you can accept every mission on the board. So let's look for a mission that we can do on Alioth. Let's just go pick this one up and do it. So to accept the mission, just click accept. You'll be able to track it in your active missions. And so what I'm going to do is set my location to Elevator Alioth. Whoa! Okay, we're on our way in to grab the package. Gonna get within 2 kilometers. Then we'll access the mission terminal and use the menu to pick up the package. So I'm within 2 kilometers. I picked up my package, and now I'm gonna set my destination to the Alioth fly-in and go drop it off. Okay, so here we are, arriving at the fly-in, and I'm gonna pitch up, activate my terminal, and deliver the package. And just like that, here's something important to mention about these mission terminals. If you activate your mission terminal at your base, like this, if you open up your mission terminal and click the home button, there's a button right here to activate your terminal. What that does is allow your base to be used for missions. If you are a pilot and you're dropping off the mission, you can do what I did and fly within 2 kilometers and drop it off. But if you're going to a player's base and you actually get out of your ship and go use their mission terminal to turn in your mission, you will get an extra 200,000 quanta bonus, and the player who owns the mission terminal on their static construct gets an extra 100,000 as well. So be sure to hop off and use the player's mission terminal so you can get some extra quanta. Okay, I hope you found this information about the mission terminal helpful, and there's more things on the way that we haven't covered. I haven't done any salvage yet, so we'll have to check that out in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.